Hello viewers, welcome to the channel. In this video we'll see how to design this model in FreeCAD. To design this model we'll use tools of PartDesign and SheetMetal workbench. I hope you like this video, and if you're not subscribed, subscribe. And also, if you want to support the channel, you can do that. Just go to the description of this video and you'll find a link to my Wi-Fi page. Thank you, and let's get started. First, let's go to FreeCAD. First, here we'll create a new document. Click on this icon to create a new document, and now click here and select PartDesign workbench. First, here we'll create a new sketch in this workbench. Click on this icon and select YZ plane for the sketch. What you'll do in this sketch here is to draw a horizontal line similar to this vertical line here. Select line tool and next draw this horizontal line in this way. Now select symmetrical constraint and then these two endpoints of this line here, and next this vertical line. Okay, now as you can see here we have 1 degree of freedom. So next we need to set the size of this line here. Select horizontal distance tool, click in this line, and now let's go to the drawing page to see the dimension of this line. Okay, here in this drawing page we can see these all dimensions of this part here. So okay, for this line here we'll set a length of 100. Set 100 here, enter, and leave the sketch. Okay, let's press home to see the sketch here. Okay, and now we change to the SheetMetal workbench. Select SheetMetal here, and if you don't have this workbench here installed in your FreeCAD, you can install it by tools and add-on manager. Here you will need internet connection to install this workbench. Okay, and now what you'll do is to make a base wall using this tool here. So first we need to select this sketch, this line here, and then we can select this tool here. Click in this tool, and as you can see now we have this part here, this salt. Okay, and the next thing to do is to change some parameters of this. Go to the model tab, we select this baseband operation. Okay, and now we can see these properties of this operation. We go to parameters. Here we can see the bend side, mid plane here, reverse, length, and thickness. First here we'll change the thickness to 0.3, this thickness here, and also we'll change the length here to 300. Okay, and next here we'll change two parameters of this operation. We'll change the bend side and the mid plane here. But first let's make these origin points visible. Spacebar, click on this arrow and select these three axes here, spacebar to hide. And now let's change to the top view. Okay, zoom out. Okay, as you can see, this part here is not in the middle plane. We want this in the middle plane. So how we can change the placement of this part here? First here we need to select the baseband, and now we go to parameters here in the mid plane. We just need to change here to true and refresh. Okay, now as you can see we have this part here in the middle. Okay, and now let's change to the front view and zoom in. Okay, and let's add this part here in the middle of x-axis. Select this operation and go to the bend side. Click here and select middle, and now refresh. Okay, and let's press home and let's hide these all planes here. Spacebar and close this arrow. Okay, now we have this part here, and the next thing to do is to create these folds here with these parameters here. To create these folds here, we'll draw a sketch in this face. Okay, so now we'll change the workbench here to PartDesign, because we need this tool here. And now select this face here, create a new sketch in this face, and here first we'll select external drum tool and we'll extract these two edges here. Select line tool and draw this vertical line in this way. Okay, and the next thing to do is to set the distance between these 2 points here. Select horizontal distance tool and now these 2 points. Okay, and now let's see the distance. Okay, as you can see here we have 90 millimeters. So what we'll do is to change here to 90, enter, and leave the sketch. Okay, and now change to the SheetMetal workbench. Okay, and now that we have this sketch here, we're able to make a fold. Now what you need to do is to select this face here and control, select this sketch, and now select this tool here. Okay, as you can see, now we have this fold here. Let's go to the model tab. Here we can see this operation in the view. Select this operation, and now in these parameters we'll change the angle, and yes, we'll change the angle. Okay, here you can see these parameters, 45 degrees and inverted. So okay, let's head through here and let's change the angle here to 45 degrees, enter, press home, and you'll see this. Okay, and next let's create this fold here. First here we need to change to the PartDesign workbench. Select this face and create a new sketch. Okay, now select external drum tool and let's extract these two edges here. Select line tool and draw this vertical line, and next you'll set the distance here for these 2 points. Here you see 90. Select horizontal distance tool, now these 2 endpoints here, and let's add 90. Step 2 times, select the sketch and change to SheetMetal workbench. Okay, next select this face here, zoom in and select this sketch, and now these two here, fold all. Okay, press home, go to the model tab, select this fold operation. Here we'll need to make some changes in these parameters. For example, here we have angle of 45 degrees and this is, and we have to invert. So what you do, we go to these parameters here, we'll set true here, and also we'll change the angle here to 45 degrees and enter. Now as you can see we have this part here, and the next thing to do now is to create these bands, okay, with these parameters. So now let's create this band here, these two bands with these parameters here. So what you need to do is to select, zoom in and select, for example we can select this face here, zoom out, rotate the model and zoom in and control and select this face here. Now let's press home, and now select this tool here to make all. Okay, and now as you can see we have this band operation, and as you can see we need to change some parameters of this band operation. Here we have these parameters, 9 degrees, length of 10, and a mid angle of 25 degrees. So what you do, first let's select this band operation, scroll down here, and here we see these parameters. Okay, for example, here we'll change, okay, the length here for this band is 10 millimeters, as you can see here. Scroll down and you will see these parameters here, like meter angle. For example, here we'll change this meter angle to 25 degrees. set 25 here and enter. Here in the altimeter we need to set false, and now refresh and you'll see this. Okay, and next let's create this band here in this side and also in this side here. So zoom in, and now let's select this edge here, rotate the model and control select this edge, home, and now let's select this icon here, this tool. Okay, and as you can see, now we have these bands here. Select this operation. First here, what we'll do is to invert this. Click here and set true and refresh. Okay, and next let's set this meter angle. Scroll down here, go to meter angles, but first here we need to change here. Set false here and scroll down. Okay, scroll down and let's change here to 25 and here to 25 and enter. Okay, and now as you can see we have this bend operation with these parameters. It's okay now. And next let's create these two bands here. So again, zoom in and select this face, for example, rotate this model and zoom in, control, and select this face here. And now let's select this tool here. Select this operation, need review, scroll down, and here we need to change the meter angle for this side here. So we'll set false here to the altimeter, and now we change the meter angle 1 to 25 degrees and refresh. Okay, and now as you can see we have these all bands. Okay, so now we're able to create these all pockets and holes. So now let's change to the part design workbench. Okay, first here what we'll do is to create these holes. Okay, so what we'll do is to select this face here, create a sketch, zoom in here, select cycle tool, and let's draw 2 cycles here. And next select external drum tool and extract this edge here. Okay, and now zoom in, extract this edge here, select cycle tool again and draw these 2 cycles. Select constraint auto reduce diameter. Let's set the diameter of this cycle. Okay, here we see 4 millimeters, so we'll set 4 here for the diameter of this cycle. And next select equal constraint, escape, select these all cycles. Okay, and then click in this icon equal constraint. Okay, and now let's set vertical and horizontal constraints for these center points of these cycles. Select vertical constraint and let's make these 2 points here vertical constrained. Zoom out and let's go to these 2 cycles. Select horizontal constraint and now these 2 center points. Okay, and now the next thing to do is to set the placements of these all cycles. So for example, for these 2 cycles let's select horizontal distance tool, and now these 2 points here, and here we'll set the distance of 12. Okay, and the distance in these 2 points here we'll set 60. Now select vertical distance tool and these 2 points here. Okay, here as you can see we have a distance of 5 millimeters, so set 5 here and enter. And now we go to these 2 cycles here. Okay, first here we'll set the distance between these 2 points here. Here we see 16. Okay, and in these two center points here we have this distance 86. Okay, and now we have 1 degree of freedom. Let's select horizontal distance tool. Now these 2 points here, and we'll set the distance of 5 millimeters. Okay, and now leave the sketch and select pocket tool. As you can see, we have these holes here, and we want these holes in the side here. So what we'll do is to change the type here to triangle, and now click OK. Okay, and now let's create these pockets here. To create these pockets here, we'll create a new sketch and we'll draw a slot. Select this face here, create a new sketch. Okay, first here we'll select the external geometry tool and we'll extract this edge here to get this point here, these two endpoints. And now select slot tool and draw this slot in this way. Select constraint horizontal. Okay, and now just select this point here and this point. And next we'll set this size here, this distance 6 millimeters. Select horizontal distance tool, and now these 2 points here, and we'll set 6 millimeters. Okay, and the distance between this point here to this center point we'll set, okay, let's see here, we'll set 10, this distance here. Let's set 10 here, and now let's constrain the radius of this arc here. Select this tool here and then click in this arc. Here we'll set a radius of 1. Okay, and now we have 1 degree of freedom. So next we have to set the vertical distance. So what you do, let's select this vertical distance tool. Okay, here we see a distance of 80 between this point here to this point. So what we'll do here is to select this origin point, and now zoom in and select this point here and set 40. Okay, and now leave the sketch and create a pocket. Click OK. Okay, and the next step now is to create these all pockets. To create these all pockets here, we'll use this tool here, Mold Transform tool. So what you do in order to use this tool here, to use this tool here, we need to select the pocket operation, go to the model tab and select pocket, this operation. Now Mold Transform tool. Okay, click here, then click on mouse and select linear pattern option. Okay, first here we'll create a linear pattern in this direction, y-axis. So let's change here to y-axis and reverse direction. And now let's see the distance here. The distance here is 8 millimeters. Change here to 8. And the occurrence here we'll set 15. And click OK. And now let's add another linear pattern operation. Scroll down. Now we'll change the duration here to x-axis and also the length to 60. Okay, and the occurrence here we'll set 5. Okay, and now scroll up and click OK. As you can see, now we have these all pockets here, and the next thing to do is to create these pockets here. So let's select this face here and create a new sketch. Okay, and now what you do, we select circle tool and we draw 2 circles. Okay, and now we'll set these 2 circles equal, and also we'll apply a symmetrical constraint. Select symmetric tool and now select these 2 select these two center points and these horizontal line. Okay, and now let's set the placement and the size of these cycles. Select constraint cycle, click here in this edge, and let's set a diameter of 20. Okay, and now select external jump tool and let's extract this edge here. Okay, here we see this distance 30. Select horizontal distance tool. Now these 2 points here, and let's set the distance. Okay, and now select vertical distance tool. For this point here, we'll set a distance of 50. Okay, and now let's hide this constraint here. Select slot tool. Okay, and now we select these lines and we'll set equal, because the size of these lines here is the same, 12. Okay, and now select these all arcs and we set equal. Okay, and now let's hide these all constraints. Click here 2 times and let's set symmetrical constraints here. Select symmetrical constraint and next this point here, this point and this horizontal line. And now let's select this point here and this horizontal line. Okay, and now let's set vertical constraints here for these points. Okay, escape, select this point and this point here, and now let's place this constraint here, vertical constraint, and next select this tool here, vertical distance tool, click in this line and set 12. Okay, and now select these two center points and let's set a distance of 20. Okay, and now we have 2 degrees of freedom. Select constraint cycle and let's set the radius of this arc here, 1.5. Okay, and now select horizontal distance tool, click in this center point and this point here. We'll set a distance of 10 here, this distance. Okay, and now leave the sketch and let's create a pocket. Click in this tool and okay. Now as you can see we have this, and next let's create pockets in this face here. Select this face here and create a new sketch. What we'll do first here is to draw this cycle and we'll set the placement of the cycle. Select cycle tool, draw the cycle. Next select external jump tool and let's extract this edge here. Okay, and now let's constrain the diameter of this cycle. Click in this cycle and let's set a diameter of 4 millimeters. This dimension here, let's set 4. Okay, select horizontal distance tool and now these 2 points here, you'll set a distance of 30. Okay, in this way, and now select horizontal distance tool. For these 2 points here, we'll set a distance of 15. Okay, and now click here to hide these all constraints. And now skip, okay, and zoom in. Select this cycle. Okay, and now go to this tool here, rectangular array. Here I'll set 2 to the columns and 2 to the rows and click OK. And now click here. As you can see, now we have 4 cycles and these 3 geometries, construction geometries. Okay, and first here, next what we do, we delete this angle and this dimension here. And we'll set this line here horizontal. Select this line and set horizontal. Okay, and next select symmetrical constraint, and we'll set these two center points similar to this vertical line. Okay, as you can see now we have this sketch full constrained. And next let's draw a cycle with this radius here, 30. Select cycle tool, click in this vertical line and draw this cycle. Now select constraint cycle and set the diameter of this cycle. Okay, here we'll set this formula. We'll set 60 for this cycle here. And as you can see now we have 1 degree of freedom. So we have to constrain the placement of this cycle. Let's select symmetrical constraint and then these points here and now this center point. Okay, and now leave the sketch and create a pocket. Click OK. And now select this face here. Let's create a new sketch. Now we'll draw a rectangle with this dimension 2.5. Select center rectangle, click in this vertical line and draw this rectangle. Select this tool here and set 2.5 for this line and leave the sketch. And then click in pad tool. Okay, here we'll set length of 0.3 and we'll set reverse it. And okay, now go to the model tab, scroll down here, select pad operation and then polar pattern. And now what you do here is to change the axis. We'll select this reference here, and now the occurrence here will set 80 and okay. As you can see now we have this, and now let's select this face here again, create a new sketch and select external jump tool and let's extract this edge here to get this center point here. Okay, and now select cycle tool and let's draw cycles. Okay, and now we'll set the radius of these all cycles. Click here and select constraint radius. Click in the cycle. Okay, as you can see here we have a radius of 30 and we have this distance here. So the radius for this free cycle here will be 26 and the radius for this cycle here will set here. Okay, as you can see we have 2 millimeters here, so here will be 24. Okay, and the radius for this cycle here will be 20. This cycle here will set 18. This cycle 14. This cycle here will set 12. And this cycle will set 8. And this cycle will set 6 millimeters. Okay, and now leave the sketch, select pad operation. Here we'll set 0.3 and reverse it. And now click OK and press home. Okay, as you can see, this is the final part. We finished the design of this model. So what can I say is thank you for watching this video. If you find this video useful, please leave a like, a comment and share this video with your friends. And again, please, if you can support the channel or if you want to support the channel, just go to the description of this video and you'll find a link to my Ko-fi page. Thank you for watching. I hope to see you in the next video. Thank you.